Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hale empath, and I just like to do these little talks on how I feel about things. Feel, sense. Anyway, my declarations of truth. This is just my take on it, how I see things. I was putting together some data, collecting some data. I came up every now and again, something comes on my radar to remind me to do something. I still haven't read like the last 10 pages of The Alchemist. I've been sitting on that for like 2 years now. Anyway, I believe in divine timing, you know. For some reason, I was listening to the astrology reports. There's a couple people I don't usually follow, but they came on my recommended, so I was listening to their take on things. And God, sometimes, man, people's personalities are just so, or their egos are just so loud, I can't hear the message through them, you know? It's like static, like, it's like, I can't hear over your freaking overhead, man. But you gotta take the good and leave the rest, you know? Otherwise, I'm gonna freaking end up sitting in a room, not talking to nobody, looking at nothing, because it's all crap, you know? But, kitty! No! Stali! You wanna go inside or be grounded? So I was reminded of Pandoras Box, and that's how I see the world right now. It's like Pandoras Box. Now, for those of you who don't know the Greek mythology, I started getting really into Greek mythology back in 2003 because it became, important to me because I got to go to Greece, the island of Crete, for 41 days, and for Operation Iraqi Bullcrap. And so before I left, I used to hang out with a lot of old retired military dudes, and one of them gave me this book, Crete, the Forerunner of Greece, by Hawes. It's a library book. Was a library book, but I didn't take it, so it ain't my bad karma. And he's done passed off, so he's already cashed in his chips. But Harper's Library, and it's in very good condition of living thought. It's in very good condition. Very good condition. Anyway, maybe this will be because I'm going to start reading, because freaking there ain't nothing to watch, so I'm going to start reading. I'm going to try and, that'll be my next practice discipline. Benny. Freaking Loretta just won't. He does that every time, and I'm more mad at me because I should just let him out before I start. Anyway, so first I was thinking about Pandora's Box, and for those of you who don't know that storyline, see if the page will load. Just in the shell of a nut. This is by, according to Greek myths and Greek mythology online. The myth of Pandora's Box is considered one of the most descriptive myths of human behavior in Greek mythology. Pandora was the first woman on Earth. I'm just gonna you guys need to go freaking research your own stuff. Pandora's Box, it was given a box or jar. Pandora was given a box or jar called Pythos in Greek. Gods told her that the box contained special gifts from them, but she was not allowed to open the box ever. Then Hermes took her to Infirmius, brother of Prometheus, and he had advised fucking these names, Jesus, not to accept anything from the gods, but he saw Pandora and was astonished by her beauty. See, those pretty girls will get you in trouble. You gotta see, they're not all in balance. Those pretty girls. Using their looks for manipulation is wrong. Pandora was trying to tame her curiosity, but at the end she could not hold herself anymore. She opened the box, and all the illnesses and hardships that gods had hidden in the box started coming out. And look where we are today, ladies and gentlemen. Look where we are today. Pandora was scared because she saw all the evil spirits coming out and tried to close the box as fast as possible, closing hope inside. Well, now hope has been released. And the more I see these freaking astrology charts, it's freaking amazing, dude. It is miraculous in itself that freaking 7 planets are going to be in Virgo here. 7! There was just, what, 5 planets retrograde? 6 planets retrograde? I mean, the stuff and how it plays out in your own personal chart can determine a lot of things in your life, you know? There are things that you can find in your chart, like, you know what? I should just do this right now. Where are we at? 5 minutes here? There are things in your chart that tell you who you are, or that affirm who you are. Been a dirt eater. Been a dirt eater. You know, and things that, you know, maybe you don't like about yourselves, but hey, that's just you being you. You know what I mean? That's just you being you. And if you can embrace the parts about yourself that you don't like, think about how much more you'll like about yourself that you do like. You know what I mean? But people keep trying to ignore. People keep trying to ignore all the parts that they don't like, all the dark stuff, you know? And it can't be ignored. You gotta freaking look at it. You gotta look at it. You gotta, you know, if you've done anything that has hurt somebody else or freaking caused harm to them or taken their light in any way, you gotta make it right. And you can. People don't have to live the same way. Get it, get it, get it! People don't have to live how they've always lived. You know, they can make a choice to do things different. They can rectify the wreckage of their past. Let's see what this says here. Oh, that wasn't what I was looking for. That was a big old waste of time. Anyway, so with my whole point about this whole Greek mythology, all storylines basically is, you know, when they say history repeats itself, there's a reason why that cliches exist, is because these things happen so much that they become cliche, because timelines happen over and over and over, and people have the free will choice to make their decisions over and over and over, and they keep making the same darn ones. They keep making decisions that are serving themselves over everybody else around them. You know? How many freaking... I hated that. I hated having to go down and freaking see, you know, spend my summer breaks or whatever going down to see someone, freaking my father when I was growing up, and he didn't even like us, and he was a truck driver. And there's this one particular time period that we go down and we had stepsisters, so we actually had other kids to play with, and neighborhood kids and stuff like that. And freaking, but you have to be freaking, whenever he was there, you'd have to be quiet. Because God forbid you disrupt Precious's freaking slumber, you know. So it's like, let me travel all this way to see this person that I'm not even in. It's just ridiculous. So, but these storylines, you know, we get to learn what we get from these stories, take the good from it, and leave the rest. I don't even talk to the man anymore, you know. I mean, it's just, and it's like, he is who he is. I mean, I can't really even fault him too much, because when I was 12, he freaking he had 6 fractures in his skull, you know. I mean, by all intents and purposes, the man should be dead. So, the man he's just not someone that I'm in alignment with, you know. I recognize the positive traits that I get from him, and I leave the rest, you know. I look at him as, dude, the way I see it is he never really identified with me because, I mean, he loved women, and he loved his physical relationships with men. Well, I'm his daughter, so I'm the furthest thing from that idea, you know. So it's like, we just never, that was always his priority, is to go down that road. And now, you know, he's at an age and it ain't as cute as it used to be, you know, and that's the storyline that's coming out, you know. I talked about, and I'm not this ain't his story, I'm switching gears because I've seen it before, is because I used to know a girl that, I liked her so much, you know, and she's about 6 years younger than me, and she ended up with a dude like freaking 20 years older than her. And I thank God for freaking chicks with freaking daddy issues, because old ugly freaking nasty old men would never have spouses, because I mean, think about how many of them, their personality is just very, very limited. I mean, because what do they know? Money, finance, yeah, expensive things, but freaking God, there's people like me that don't give a crap about that. I've been around plenty of expensive things. You know, I see Corvettes, all I see is freaking leches. I've never freaking met a person that drove a Corvette I liked, and I think it's really funny that freaking, that is freaking mainstream astrologer dude. You know, he does his readings with Corvette on his freaking pretend, you know, and that's the thing. Just because people are spiritual doesn't mean they're for the light, you know. Doesn't mean they're not self-serving. And that's the difference between people I want to know and freaking the rest of the world. So, kitty, kitty, kitty. What else was I going to hit on today? Oh, Pandoras Box. That's what this astrology is. I'm feeling a lot of it is Pandora's Box is being open, and people's darkness is coming out in their true colors. And now people are like, you know, either they're going to keep acting that way, and there's no place for that on this earth, and they're going to freaking short out in some capacity. Karma's going to get them in some kind of way, or they're going to raise their vibration and freaking do a 180 and just act different. So, storylines are really freaking interesting. People are going crazy everywhere. They're shorting out. They're freaking, because they don't know how to calm themselves and be peaceful and quiet and thoughtful and meditative, so they're just reacting everywhere, and this is the world we get when that happens. So that's all I got for today. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Stanley, don't you do it, you grounded cat.